Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Palestine, India and Pakistan, Atlanta and Ronald Acuna Jr. There have been some very pressing matters going on in the world lately. In a game late April between the Braves and Twins, Jarred Kelenic hit a ball he thought was gone, and because he thought it was gone, he didn't think he had to run very hard, because when a ball goes over the wall, you can jog. One of the benefits of a home run. Yeah, you can walk theoretically around the bases. You can crawl if you wanted to. Last I checked, there's no rule against that. The issue is Kelenic didn't hit a home run. It went off the wall, so he starts running hard to get a double to compensate, only to get nailed. That can't be happening. And after the game, when the manager of the Braves, Brian Snitker, was asked if he said anything to Kelenic about it, he asked if he was even supposed to, basically saying he didn't realize there was an issue at all. A reporter tweeted this out, and one of the responses, Ronald Acuna Jr., who's currently on his way back from an injury, so he's not with the team, who said that if it were him that did what Kelenic did, he would have been taken out of the game. I genuinely, at first glance, just figured this was fake. But after more and more legit accounts started talking about it, I was like, damn, oh, okay, well, so it's real. Acuna said this and then deleted it like clockwork. And honestly, Acuna had a point. I mean, when he started going off about the Jews, I was like, whoa, okay, this is a conversation for another time. But rewind the clock back 6 years. It's 2019 and Ronald Acuna Jr. hits what should have been a double, but because he was jogging thinking it was a home run, and ended up only being a single. And after the Braves hit, Brian Snitker pulled him from the game, saying afterward,
"You got to run. You got to. It's just not. It's not going to be acceptable here. I mean, as a teammate, you're responsible for 24 other guys, and that name on the front is a lot more important than the name on the back of that jersey. And you can't do that. We're trying to accomplish something and do something special here, and personal things got to be put in the back burner."
A couple years ago in 2023, Marcell Ozuna hit a ball in Arizona he thought was a home run, only to settle at first base for a single before being benched because he admired the ball instead of running. So now you have Kelenic doing this, and nothing? Snitker doesn't even know he was supposed to say something? He didn't see it? According to him, that was the case.
I don't do social media, number one. I heard about it as I was walking the dugout. Heard something was up, and then I came in and he said it was down. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know. All the situations, when they happen, they're all different. And I addressed it with Gerald. Quite honestly, you want to know the truth? I wasn't watching that play. I knew he got thrown out at second. I didn't see it till this morning, and then I talked to him about it. Yeah, you don't run, and it's a big time like that, yeah. But I quite honestly, I don't look for him to not do, because he plays with his hair on fire all the time, and he's laying out, and I didn't know it till I saw this morning. I went in and I looked at it when I got here, and then I had a discussion with him, and we got it squared away.
Now, this response wasn't until a day after the fact. Snitker didn't realize Acuna said anything, or that Kelenic did something wrong until the next day. How? Did nobody else on the Braves notice? None of the other coaches or anyone thought, hey, Kelenic was out at second by kind of a lot, even though he was originally called safe. Maybe he should have a talking to about not running at first? This is a bad look all around, and in either scenario, let's say Brian Snitker saw this happen. That's even worse, because obviously that means there is a double standard, and if he didn't see it, that's a bad look on Snitker and the organization for just blatantly not seeing or understanding what he did in real time. That makes no sense. Even the Braves announcers in the moment were like, yeah, that can't happen. You can't be admiring a ball that's not a home run. Look what happens. It's a close game. Now you're out at second. So it just shows incompetence by the Braves. Now, I mentioned Acuna's incident. I mentioned Ozuna's incident. Kelenic gets a pass. So my conclusion, Brian Snitker is a grand wizard of the KKK. No, naturally people might make this out to be a race thing. Is that what this is? No. Yes, he's publicly criticized Acuna and Ozuna in the past, but he's also been very supportive of the two publicly. Like when Marlins pitchers kept throwing at Acuna, bro couldn't even walk without getting smoked with a pitch. And when Braves fans wanted Ozuna released a couple years ago, around the same time he was benched, I mean, how bad does that look? Ozuna started off hitting awful in 2023, and he's not running out of the box. Well, who was the one who didn't give up on Ozuna and kept playing him until he started hitting like he always has and made the haters look like idiots? Snitker did that. If Brian Snitker's a racist, that's a damn cool racist if I've ever seen one. Go racism, hell yeah. Now, Ronald Acuna Jr., for example, is a much bigger presence than Jarred Kelenic. He's always been. So you could attribute Snitker being quick to punish him almost a compliment, being the fact that Acuna is the star of the team. He's been since he first came up, and so anything he does will be under a microscope compared to Kelenic, who all he's been so far is a failed top prospect. I know that's harsh, but look, that's the reality. He's a freaking loser. Like, he deserves to die. No, really, in many ways, him being as bad as he has, though, on the baseball field, I'm sure he's a good guy, is why I think he should be punished even harder. He was hitting 180 at that point and got sent down not that far after. Like, why is he pimping any home runs? Even if it went 500 feet, like, maybe wait till you hit some more before you do that, let alone when it's not even a home run and then you get thrown out on the bases because of it. All around, this is a bad look for everyone. And when Acuna tweeted that out, you got to think this was the scene in the Braves front office.
This is spinning out of control, Pam. This is just... Newsweek picks it up, and then CNN does a story about it, and then YouTube gets a hold of it.
Oh yeah, YouTube got a hold of it, all right. But like George Washington once said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I think he might have said that at one point. I don't freaking know. But Ronald Acuna Jr. has apologized because Ronald Acuna understands peace is the best scenario. A lot of politicians in America and around the world should be more like Ronald Acuna Jr. Let's just hope Acuna's apology didn't go like this.
I just want to talk to you about everything that happened. You know, you were the only person who believed in me when I was down. This all happened so fast and I lost sight of who I was. I mean... You know, sure, you were in a little over your head, but...
Whoa. I was in over my head?
Yeah, but Stewie, this isn't about all the things you did wrong. It's about me apologizing.
Okay, then apologize.
I just did.
It went more like this.
I'm really sorry about your big noses. I'm really sorry about how greedy you are. Most of all, I'm really sorry about your dirty, underhanded, backstabbing ways.
Whoa, wrong apology.
Just apologize and ask for his forgiveness for what I posted and for being a distraction. Just wanted to clear the air and, move on. I was just frustrated with my situation in the sense of my being able to return to the team. It just felt like I'm coming off a second major injury. I'm in Florida, away from my teammates. The team is struggling. Those were the things that were sort of frustrating me to that sense. And I've always just felt such a strong sense of pride of being a member of this organization. I want to be here my whole career. And so it's just seeing the team and my teammates going through that, and again, not being able to help and not being able to be with them was where the frustration was coming from.
We're at least a little closer to world peace. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.